You keep saying you're stuck, but you're not stuck. You're tired. And if you can't tell the difference, you're going to keep solving the wrong problem. And today, I'm going to show you how to tell which one you're dealing with. I'm Patty the Connector, the problem solver queen. And what I care about is helping people move smarter, not harder. In the last episode, we talked about why you're not behind and why your timeline is actually perfect. But today, we're talking about something that trips people up even more, thinking they're stuck when they're really just tired. Because here's the thing, when you're tired, everything feels harder than it is. Decisions feel impossible. Progress feels slow. And you start thinking you're stuck when really you just need to rest. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Patty, I can't just rest. I've got too much going on. I get it. But if you can't tell the difference between stuck and tired, you're going to keep beating yourself up for the wrong thing. So today, I'm going to break down the difference between being stuck and being tired, why survival mode makes everything feel stuck, and what to do when you can't tell which one you're in. Stuck means you don't know what to do. Tired means you just don't have the energy to do it. So let me tell you about a season I had a few years ago. I was working a full-time job. I'm raising 2 daughters on my own. I'm building businesses. I'm a dance mom. I'm a dog mom. Man, I'm just doing it all. And I hit this point where I felt stuck, like I couldn't move forward, like I was just spinning my wheels and getting nowhere. And I kept asking myself, what's wrong with me? Why can't I figure this out? And why does everything feel so hard? But here's what I didn't realize. I wasn't stuck. I was tired. And I was so used to pushing through that I didn't even recognize exhaustion anymore. I thought tired was just normal. So I kept trying to solve the stuck problem. I made plans, I set goals, I tried new strategies, but nothing worked because the problem wasn't that I didn't know what to do. The problem was that I didn't have the capacity to do it. And once I figured that out, everything shifted. I stopped trying to force my way through. I stopped beating myself up for not doing more. And I started giving myself permission to rest. And that's when things actually started moving again. So you're not stuck. You're just running on empty. Now, here's what most people don't understand. This feeling you have, it has a name. It's called the exhaustion trap. The exhaustion trap is when you think you're stuck, but you actually just running on empty. And you can't see the difference anymore because you've been tired for so long. And let me tell you what's going through your head right now. You're thinking, but Patty, I have to keep going. I don't have a choice. Oh, I know. But here's the thing. I need you to listen to me. The exhaustion trap makes you believe that the only way forward is to push harder. No, that's not true. When you're in survival mode, your brain is just trying to get you through the day. It's not thinking about the future. It's not planning. It's not problem solving. It's just surviving. And when you're in that state, everything feels stuck because you don't have the mental or emotional energy to see a way forward. But that doesn't mean that there isn't a way forward. It just means you can't see it yet. And here's where most people mess up. They develop what I call capacity blindness. Now, capacity blindness is when you lose the ability to recognize how much energy you actually have left. You think you can handle more because you've always handled it before, but your tank is empty. You just can't see it. You know what it's like? It's like driving a car on fumes, but the gas gauge is broken. You think you're fine until you're broken down on the side of the road. And when you have capacity blindness, rest feels like giving up. So instead of resting, you push harder. You try to force your way through. You tell yourself you just need more discipline, more focus, more effort. But you don't need more effort. Baby, you need more rest. Rest isn't giving up. Rest is how you get unstuck. Now, you know me. Let's make this practical. And I'm going to give you 3 things you can do today to break out of the exhaustion trap and figure out if you're stuck or you just tired. And these aren't theories. This is what actually works. Now, the first thing I want you to do is ask yourself, do I know what to do? This is the simplest test. If you're truly stuck, you don't know what the next step is. You're confused. You're unclear. You genuinely don't have an answer. But if you're tired, you do know what to do. You just don't want to do it, or you don't have the energy to do it. And right now, you're probably thinking, okay, but Patty, I feel like I don't know what to do. Okay, then ask yourself this. If someone gave me a full week off, would I know what to do then? If the answer is yes, then you're not stuck. You're tired. So today, be honest. Do I know what to do, or do I just not have the energy to do it? If it's the second one, you're in the exhaustion trap, and that changes everything. Now, the second thing I want you to do is check for capacity blindness. Here's what I learned. If you feel stuck all the time, you're not stuck. You have capacity blindness, because real stuckness is specific. It's about one thing, one decision, one area of life. But if everything feels hard, if you can't decide what to eat, you can't figure out what to wear, you can't think clearly about anything, that's not stuck. That's capacity blindness. Your tank is empty and you don't even realize it yet. So today, pay attention. Is it one thing that feels stuck, or is it everything? And if it's everything, you don't need a new plan. You need rest. You need to sit down somewhere, okay? The third thing I want you to do is give yourself permission to rest. This is the hardest one, because when you're in the exhaustion trap, rest feels like quitting, especially if you're used to pushing through, especially if you're ambitious. Look, I'm ambitious. I get it. Especially if you're doing it all alone. I get that. And I know what you're thinking. But Patty, if I rest, everything will fall apart. No, it won't. And here's the truth. You can't think your way out of exhaustion. You can't hustle your way out of burnout. You have to rest. And rest doesn't mean doing nothing forever. It means creating space so your brain can actually think again. So today, I want you to try this. Take one thing off your plate. Just one. Cancel the meeting. Say no to the request. Let something go. And see if that creates just enough space for you to breathe again. Because sometimes all you need is a little bit of room to think clearly. You don't need a new strategy. You need rest. And here's what I want you to take away from this. If you feel stuck, ask yourself if you're actually just tired. Because the exhaustion trap will make you believe that the only way forward is to push harder. But that's a lie. The solution to stuck is clarity. But the solution to tired is rest. And if you keep trying to solve tired with more effort, you're just going to burn out harder. So stop beating yourself up. Stop calling yourself stuck. And start recognizing when you just need rest. That's how grown people move. I want you to leave this episode with clarity, not pressure. You don't have to fix everything at once. You just have to recognize when you need rest instead of a plan. And if you're living in survival mode and you need help recognizing when you're running on empty, I created a free guide for you. It's called Exit Survival Mode Starter Kit. It'll help you see when you're running on tension instead of clarity and how to shift. And that link, you can find that below. But before I go, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for trusting me with these conversations. And thank you to everyone who shares these episodes with someone who needs them. If this conversation helped you see that you're not stuck, you're just tired, stay with me. This channel is built intentionally. Each episode stacks on the last. And if you keep showing up for this work, I'll keep showing up to do it with you. I'll see you on the next one.